I'd like to pat myself on the back for that being the best I've ever raised this microphone stand. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Eddy Breslin. So I'm from Boston, and I gotta say, I know the winter out here has been like crazy this year, you know, snow in Los Angeles and all that, but out in Boston, you know, that's nothing. It gets crazy out there, you know, crazy cold. And I gotta say, like, it's stressing me out because, you know, some years I've actually had to put my dog on the stove just to, like, warm him up. I mean, like, talk about a hot dog, but, like, seriously, it's like, oh, it's unbelievable. But, you know, those winters, man, they get you feeling, like, real desperate, you know. You feel like, you know, you're out in the wild and you're like Bear Grylls and, I don't know, you're going to have to drink your own pee or something to survive. It's like, you know, it's like, I didn't sign up for this, but, I mean, I'm a Bostonian. I'll just add some snow and call it a snow cone, so, you know. But, you know, that's not the only thing that's different. I mean, out in Boston, the air is like, I know you guys have bad air quality out here, but in Boston, it's like, it's different. It's like filled with like secondhand smoke. Like, it just smells like cigarettes constantly, and I could tell it's like starting to affect me, because at like weird hours of the day, like 1 a.m., I'll walk out of my house. My parents will be like, Eddie, what are you doing? Where are you going? I'm like, sorry, Mom, I gotta get a hit of that fresh air, you know? But speaking of things that stink, you know, back in Boston, I used to have to wear a school uniform a lot, and I hated it so much. Like, they were always itchy, and nothing I did would work to stop the itching. I would soak them in cold water, didn't do anything. I tried using fabric softener, didn't work. I even tried wrapping them up in toilet paper, but then I looked like the Michelin Man, so, you know, that didn't work. It was like one giant perpetual Christmas sweater, like just all year round. But I also don't like Christmas. I don't like Christmas sweaters, but that's another story. I don't like school uniforms because they drown out everyone's personality. You know, like when I'm looking at a bunch of kids, like I don't want to see them looking like they're stressed out because they're late on their tax returns. You know, like I don't see them running around trying to get like a reverse mortgage or anything. You know, see a group of them talking to their friends. They're like, oh, you know, gee, Bill, I think the stock price is going to go up this quarter. You know, Christmas bonuses for all. Yeah, but I mean, they never fit properly. Like, I had this one year where my pant legs and my uniforms were like 3 inches too short, which is, you know, a huge problem in the aforementioned like Boston winters. You know, spent all the first period trying to like warm up my leg because it turned blue. You know, kids would walk up to me, they'd be like, hey, are you okay? What are you doing? I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I got a nice tattoo of an icicle. It's you know, it's really authentic. You know, you gotta look cool in front of your friends. It's a source of life's problems, looking cool in front of your friends. But another thing I didn't like about school was homework. It's always way too much homework. I mean, this year I got calculus. It's keeping me up all night. I mean, I'll be working on it, right? It'll be stuck in my head. I'll lay it down in my bed, and all I can hear is just sine, cosine, tangent, just over and over and over again. You know, by the time I do wake up, I've slept for about 10 seconds, which is 5 times 2. 1/6 of a minute, 1/60 of an hour. I gotta get faster, guys. I'm gonna fail my test. Plus, you know, I don't really get the point of it anymore. You know, like I don't see how like trig is gonna help me get a driver's license. You know, like the senioritis is really kicking in, and it's preventing me from hanging out with my friends. Like, you know, my friends, they'll be talking to me. They'll be like, "Hey, man, you wanna go see Avatar 2? I mean, I heard the special effects are awesome." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that sounds cool, but I think I'm gonna watch the new Khan Academy instead. I mean, I hear they brought out a new marker color this time. I mean, I don't want to miss that." But, you know, another thing that isn't fun is not knowing how to ride a bike. I don't know how to ride a bike. It's pretty embarrassing, like, having to admit that in front of a crowd of people. You know, I could tell strangers, they, like, look at you a little differently after they hear that. Like, I had this conversation one time with someone I just met. They were like, hey, you want to go bike riding sometime? Oh, yeah, you know, that sounds great, except for the bike riding part. I don't know how to ride a bike. And they're like, oh, gee, you know, that's too bad. Can you do me a favor? Yeah, what? Can you spell bicycle? Bicycle? Whew. Can you use it in a sentence? Yeah, I don't know how to spell bicycle either. I'm still figuring that one out. But, you know, I can't admit any of this in front of my friends. You know, you got to look cool in front of your friends. They'll ask me, hey, do you want to go bike riding? And I'll have to come up with a new excuse every time. I'll be, hey, you want to go bike riding? My bike is in the shop right now. Yeah, sorry. Oh, Oh yeah, I sprained my ankle. Yeah, I'll still go on that hike later. I'm just yeah. I can't spell bicycle, so maybe that's less embarrassing, but I can't. Yeah. Well, anyway, I've been Eddy Breslin. It's been great. Next up, we got the man with the coolest name in the house. We got Sitar Falcon coming on up here.